a great non-conference matchup tonight, Mitch.
Without a doubt, Scott, and it's going to be really interesting to see how these teams are coming off the end of that first semester part of the year. And for Spirit Lake, I don't think they could have drawn it up any better, starting off 8-0. They already had their first game back, picking up a hard-fought win over a competitive Sheldon team, so it's at least good to see they're back in that form. But so far, this Spirit Lake team has just been so well put together. Vance Katzfi really stepping up in a big way, scoring a lot of points. You got a lot of great pieces around him, including the likes of Creighton Morrish, as well as Tyler Kreener. But up and down, I feel like this is a very good year for the Spirit Lake basketball team and for Pocahontas area. This will be a good test for them to hopefully get back on the right track.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun matchup. A little bit deceiving as far as the records. Pocahontas area is 1-4. Don't let that fool you. 3 of those 4 losses have been by either 5 points or less. So they can compete. They've got some athletes. I think this is going to be an up-and-down, fast-paced game.
Yeah, we're looking forward to a good one, and hopefully one that could go all 4 quarters. Glad to be back here for the start of the second half of the season.
I had a chance to catch up with both coaches in our pregame interviews with Paul Brown and also with Brian Friesner of Pocahontas area. And we will get to those interviews next, brought to you by Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake and online at lakeshealth.org.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
Getting set for boys basketball tonight with Spirit Lake and Pocahontas area. Before we get to it, let's bring in Spirit Lake boys basketball coach Paul Brown. And Paul, thanks for joining us.
Hey, Scott. Thanks for having me.
First of all, welcome to the new year. And how was the holiday break, not only for yourself, but for the squad? And were you able to get together after a little break?
Yeah. It was really nice to give the players a couple days off here and there, get to enjoy it with some families as much as possible, obviously, this year. But yeah, it was great for us to get away for a little bit and then come back a little rejuvenated. Obviously excited for the new year, excited where we left 2020, but really excited to get started here in the new year.
And you got started last night as you traveled to Sheldon, take on a Siouxland Conference opponent, and came away with a 51-43 victory. Just take us a little bit through that game last night.
First off, Sheldon came out and they played extremely hard, played extremely physical yesterday. I was really impressed with them. When we watch film, you can't quite see it as much as you do once you're in person. But, they've had a ton of close games this year. They're a senior-heavy team. So I was really happy with how our guys battled back. We didn't start our greatest. I think we still had some legs weren't quite ready from the break. So we didn't start our greatest, but I was really happy with how we came together in the second half. A couple older guys, some seniors really stepped up for us there late, made the right plays, and we were able to pull out a nice victory there for us.
And you and I were just talking, it doesn't matter if you're 7-2 or 2-7 the way Sheldon is. These teams in Northwest Iowa, they're going to compete and they're going to give it their all, and that's exactly what Sheldon gave you last night.
Yeah, absolutely. They're playing great teams day in, day out there in the Siouxland Conference. They're playing Boyden Hull, Okoboji, Westline, Rock Valley. They're battle-tested. They're not scared of anyone. They're going to go out and compete with whoever's across the court from that, and we need to make sure that we know that going into every single game. So I know their record, like you said, it's 2-7. Obviously, you're looking at it, it's not that great, but then you look at their scores, and it's 6-point game here, 7-point game here, 8-point game here. It's good competition day in, day out. We got to be ready to go for every game.
And I think that would be the similar mindset for tonight's matchup, because you look at Pocahontas area and you see 1-4, but you also look and see they lost by 2, they lost by 1, they lost by 5. They could easily be 4-1, and they've got a lot of good athletes too.
Absolutely, and most of those losses are against teams with really good records and that, teams that we know and are good teams. So we got to be ready to go. They're going to play fast. They like to get up and down. Their scores are a little bit higher than what Sheldon's are normally. So it's a little bit of a different game for us. But we need to come out and we need to come ready to go and ready to play from the get-go tonight.
Should be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being with us. Congratulations on the win last night, and best of luck tonight against Pocahontas area.
Awesome. Thanks, Scott.
That's Spirit Lake boys basketball coach Paul Brown. Coming up next, we'll talk Pocahontas area boys basketball with Brian Friesner, and that's all next on KUOO.
Heard it all. I could have swore the light was green, the deer came out of nowhere, my son thought the narrow pedal was the brake. But the reason you need auto body repair doesn't matter to us. What matters is we make your car like new, and the process is easy for you. This is Casey, Collision Center Manager at Okoboji Motor Company. We bring over 45 years of experience in our department, offer free loaner vehicles, free estimates, work with all insurance companies, and handle all the paperwork. When life happens and you need collision repair, know that you can count on us, the Collision Center at Okoboji Motor Company.
For boys basketball tonight between Spirit Lake and Pocahontas area, and at this time we are going to welcome in Pocahontas area boys coach Brian Friesner. And Brian, thanks for being with us.
Hey, thank you for having me today.
Brian, let's talk about your squad. 1-4, but when you look at the schedule, and when I look at the schedule, a 1-point loss, a 2-point loss, a 3-point loss, so very close in those losses, could easily be 4-1.
Yeah, we look back on it, and I know the kids have been disappointed with the overall record, but our record doesn't indicate the quality of team that we are. ESAC's a solid squad. Alta Aurelia, New Fonda, Humboldt is doing well right now. That was our first game of the year, and they kind of whooped us a little bit, but I think now that we got our things geared the right direction, I think we beat our game. But we could easily be 4-1. A couple bounces one way, turnover, rebound, and that changed the whole complexity of the game.
And it looks like, based on your squad here, Brian, a lot of upperclassmen kind of leading you the way, seniors and juniors. Tell us a little bit about your team this year.
Right now, we got a good combination of juniors and seniors. The nice thing is our seniors that have been with us, Trey Ehlertz, Luke Vanderham, and Luke Crosgrove have been with us for a while. Then you throw in Mike Bonamy. He's been playing well for us. He was kind of a kid that had a little extra grooming, and this year has been shooting the ball really well for us. And then you drop down to our juniors, and we got a good group. Chase Cook has really come a long way. Coming off the bench, we have Chase Boyson. He's athletic. He's got a good bounce to him, and he's kind of fearless. And then Gavin Ain is our combo guy. He's a post and a guard, and he does a lot of multiple things for us. And just we got a nice group of kids that we're really trying to get going now. Our younger underclassmen, not necessarily they're on the bench, weren't playing a lot, so they're still getting experience yet.
Good to hear that. We're visiting with Pocahontas area boys coach Brian Friesner. And, Brian, during the break, were you able to work on some things, get some scrimmages in? How did all that work?
Well, we tried to get some scrimmages in, but during this pandemic, some schools were able to do it, some schools weren't, and we decided as a program that we weren't going to this year, so that was a little limited, but we had a great time. We got in the gym for a couple hours at a time, and we were really able to break down our defense and really keep pounding that away. We're a solid defensive team now, but if we want to make that next step, I think we even got to be more defensive-minded, and it was good just to work with the kids, and we didn't have to push for a scrimmage. We didn't have to push for anything, but we could sit down and really work the details.
As you get back to your schedule now after the break, you'll travel up to Spirit Lake to take on the Spirit Lake Indians. And what have you seen from Spirit Lake, and how do you prepare for tonight's ball game?
Well, first thing that we tried to prepare for is we took the kids out and we stretched them out on the board. We tried to get them to be about 6'5", 6'6". That's but that doesn't work for us. As we get ready for Spirit Lake, they're well coached. Coach has done a nice job with the boys up there. They understand the offense. They understand what they're supposed to do in the pick and rolls. They're prolific shooters. You got Creighton, Vance, and Brent, and then you got I believe it's Amos and Mayer coming off the bench there, or those guys stepping in, and all those guys can really stroke the ball, and that's going to be one of the keys. Can we make threes into twos for Spirit Lake?
Well, it should be a fun game. Looking forward to the broadcast. Coach, thank you so much for joining us here in the pregame. We appreciate it, and best of luck throughout the rest of the season.
Well, thank you for having me, and thanks for all you do for our community and our kids.
That is Pocahontas area boys basketball coach Brian Friesner. Starting lineups and our tip-off will be coming up next on KUOO.
Opportunity for everyone inside. Thank you for using positive sportsmanship throughout tonight's contest.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames in the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center.
Spirit Lake versus Pocahontas area boys basketball. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. And for Pocahontas area, they will start off with 6' junior Chase Cook, 5'11" senior Trey Ehlertz, 6'2" senior Mike Vonamy, 6'2" senior Luke Crosgrove, and 6' senior Luke Vanderham. Juniors and seniors in the Pocahontas lineup, their head coach Brian Friesner. For Spirit Lake, Cale Amos, 6' senior, Brent Scott, 6' senior, Tyler Creener, 6'6", senior. Vance Katzfei, 6'3", junior. And Creighton Morrish, a 6'8", senior in the starting lineup for Spirit Lake head coach Paul Brown. A lot of seniors and juniors on the floor tonight here, Mitch.
Yeah, once again, Spirit Lake just very well put together. It's going to be very exciting to see how well they can. But a big thing, obviously, that they have an advantage in a lot of their matchups, and maybe in tonight, just that height advantage for Pocahontas area. It's going to be very important to apply some pressure and to just get the best possible looks that they can get on offense.
Should be a lot of fun. It's Indians versus Indians, Pocahontas area and Spirit Lake, and should be fun for boys basketball. Opening tip coming up in 2 minutes.
Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics is proud to help the community and wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
Pizza Ranch of Spirit Lake is proud to sponsor the great local athletes in the Iowa Great Lakes. When great food meets great prices, it has to be Pizza Ranch. Pizza, chicken, salad, whatever you're in the mood for, it has to be Pizza Ranch in Spirit Lake.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames in the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Hi, this is Jeremiah at Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing. We understand that hard work, dedication, and grit are the values of a successful team, and we stand behind all local students and athletes during this time of adversity. Come discover what we can do for your home or business. Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing, Highway 71.
Boys basketball on the air, and we tipped off at 7:45, right on the nose. Pocahontas area and Spirit Lake. Now, as you look at it on our live video stream, you see colors from both squads, red and white. But Pocahontas area tonight is in the red. Spirit Lake is in the white. So same logos, same nickname, same type of colors. And a nice drive there for Pocahontas area. Trey Ehlert scores the two.
Great job filling the lane, too. Just staying confident right out of the gates. That's what you want to see from that offensive attack for the Indians of Pocahontas area.
Now Spirit Lake in the corner. A three-point shot is no good by Creighton Morrish, out of bounds. Last touched by Pocahontas. So once again, Spirit Lake in the white uniforms, red lettering. Pocahontas area in the red uniforms, white lettering. Off the inbound and then the screen. Three-point shot by Morrish, in and out, no good. Rebound, Pocahontas area. Indians versus the Indians tonight. A good non-conference matchup. You got Spirit Lake out of the Lakes Conference, Pocahontas area out of the Twin Lakes Conference. There's a turnover on Pocahontas area, and it's stolen away by Katzfei. He misses a layup, offensive rebound by Morrish, and Spirit Lake's got another opportunity at it here.
I think a little indecisive, just crept in. That was a good drive for Pocahontas area. When you're that close, especially against this good size of a team, trust it, pull the trigger on that shot, and they kicked out and got a turnover. Granted, they stopped another fast break from Spirit Lake, but they're looking to score, and 3 times the charm. Morrish hits it from the corner, getting another good look. Missed a couple on the first possession, but stayed within himself, and he delivered.
And Spirit Lake gets their first lead of the night at 3-2. Pocahontas area basketball. As they work it inside the paint, tough off-balance shot is no good by Luke Crosgrove. Rebounded by Morrish. Spirit Lake looking to run. They get up and down the court so fast. They've got the speed, and they've also got the height. Pocahontas area more of a smaller squad, but they use some of their speed and athleticism as well. Very talented Pocahontas team as Kale Amos, a little up and under, dipsy-do, how do you do type of shot. And Kale scores the 2. And then Pocahontas area turns it over. Here comes Spirit Lake again. This time it's Catsby off the glass.
Well, Pocahontas area right out of the gates got the first score, but Spirit Lake, how about that? Getting a couple quick scores back-to-back and a very nice offensive pick and drive from Vance Catsby.
Tipped out of bounds, last touch by the Indians. Remains Pocahontas area basketball. And just like that, Spirit Lake is now up 7-2 after they started cold. But they are on a 7-0 run. Pocahontas area hitting the opening shot of the game. Aylerts dribbles down to low block, and then nice help from behind by Creighton Morris forces the turnover. Creighton starting the fast break. Catsby in the corner, three-point shot, no. Rebound Pocahontas.
And you can tell Pocahontas just trying to penetrate the basketball. They succeeded on the first couple possessions, but they've already handed off a couple quick turnovers in succession. It looks like this one not even getting tipped away, just a bad pass underneath, and already another turnover on Pocahontas.
Yeah, I've got them for 4 now, unofficially. And timeout? Yes. Yep, timeout Pocahontas area. We'll take one as well. 4:52 left to go opening quarter. Spirit Lake up 7-2, and we're back in 30 seconds.
McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake has awesome nightly specials Tuesday through Saturday. Stop by after the game or any night and enjoy a great atmosphere and good times with friends at McKean's Pub and Grill.
Whether it's a flooded basement or damaged carpets, Steamway Cleaning has the tools and professional service to restore the beauty of your floors. Steamway Cleaning also provides duct cleaning, odor removal, and much more, plus 24-hour emergency services. Call Steamway Cleaning in Spirit Lake.
Boys basketball resumes here on KUOO. We're also live video streaming at exploreokoboji.com, and glad to have you listening and watching. Whether you're a Spirit Lake fan or a Pocahontas area fan, alley-oop for Morris, and the dunk is no good. Great alley-oop set there by Brent Scott, and Morris got denied.
It went right over the heads of those Pocahontas defenders underneath. And they're feeding Morris early and often. I like that, but that would have been a big play right there. Just a couple inches off. I don't know what else you could have done differently on that. It was a perfect setup.
Pocahontas area, three-point shot. Aylert's no good. Scott with the rebound. Outlet pass to Morris, tipped away by Aylert's. Good athletic play. He then tries to throw it in the front court for Cook and threw it out of bounds. And that will be a turnover, but good hustle nonetheless by Trey. A lot of great athletes from this Pocahontas area, and if you're watching on our live video stream or listening on KUOO, we are glad to welcome in the Pocahontas area fans to our broadcast here on this Tuesday evening. Creighton Morris dribbles down to the baseline. Good help. Gets it into the paint, though, for Catsby, who scores.
Great positioning. He might have just been a few feet out right in front of that hoop. Just delivers a nice front shot and sinked another score for Catsby.
You know, Mitch, Pocahontas started off with the first bucket of the game, but now they have more turnovers than shot attempts. There's a nice bucket inside there by Crosgrove, and it gets them back on the board.
Well, it looks like their game plan is just get that ball down underneath, get some close-range shots, and they've gotten some good looks so far, but with that, they've also traded off, like you said, a handful of those turnovers early in this game, already having to burn a timeout just to try to slow that a little bit, and already another nice feed underneath from Spirit Lake, but yeah, Pocahontas area, they look like a physical basketball team, but Spirit Lake looks to be physical on defense as well.
And Pocahontas area turns it over in the front court. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by the Eye Care Center of Spirit Lake, also by Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing, and by Pizza Ranch in Spirit Lake. And I have seen some Pizza Ranch boxes around the area tonight here at the Spirit Lake High School as they serve that pizza up at the concession stand. So we thank Spirit Lake Pizza Ranch for being a part of that broadcast here tonight. Missed three by Catsby, rebounded by Pocahontas area. Here come the Indians from Pocahontas and missed by Vanderham. Rebound Spirit Lake. They're back in the front court. And in the corner, shot is missed by Michael Doolin. Rebounded by Pocahontas area, and back and forth we go here in this first quarter. Spirit Lake leads 9-4. Pocahontas area turns it over. Catsfi looking for the layup, and he'll score.
Wow.
So not only did he pick the pocket, but then he scored on the layup. He's got 6.
And so fast. There's another turnover and going into a fast break for Vance Catsfi. Just such a quick player, and you see him just playing the ball so tightly there.
Nice move inside by Vanami. They do not give him the continuation. Coach Friesner wants the continuation, but they wave it off, and it's going to be a foul on the floor on Catsfi.
Yeah, he was just playing the ball right there in the zone and just got a quick reach in, trying to go for another pick.
Pocahontas will inbound, and they get it into the top for Henriksen. Now in the corner, three-point shot, Vanderham, no good. Off of Pocahontas, Spirit Lake ball. Mentioned in the pregame with Coach Friesner and with Coach Brown that this Pocahontas team much better than their 1-4 record.
Oh, absolutely. You can never really look to the record too deep because, as you mentioned, a very tough schedule. And that Twin Lakes conference definitely very deep.
And Morris gets hold as he was starting to drive on the baseline. That is going to be a foul on Boyson, his first. You look at Pocahontas area, and they lost to ESAC by 2, Alta Aurelia by 1, and at New Ofonda by 5. Morris in the corner, three-point shot. That is no good. And a fight for the rebound. We got a push inside on the Indians of Spirit Lake.
And for Spirit Lakes Conference, they sit 8-0 at the very top of the Lakes Conference, but that's just a great start and just a really great adjustment from last year to just stand out amongst some of these other basketball programs. But even at 1-4, Pocahontas area is still kind of right there, smack dab in the middle, so they still got a good chance to build off of some of these tough opponents as this season carries on. So definitely still a lot to look forward to, but already in this game, they got to limit the turnovers because here comes Catsfi again. Another fast break score.
Pocahontas area set up to take a charge, and Catsfi just kind of did that Euro sidestep and scored for his 8th point of the quarter. Excellent drive. Now they feed it down low for Pocahontas area as they swing it around. Now posting up and going up strong. Nice move by Gavin Aim.
Yeah, good look, good positioning, just way to use the body and work his way close to the hoop, and he got the score.
And we're down to the final 29 seconds here in the opening quarter. Doolin is going to keep the ball near midcourt, wait for that last shot as Spirit Lake leads 13-6. A couple of Pocahontas players at the scores table looking to check in. I don't think they're going to get in here by the end of the quarter.
And they got plenty of separation here, down to the final 10 seconds. Gonna milk it for one shot.
Reynolds, 5 seconds. Morrish, baseline, 3. And those players will get in as we have a whistle and a stoppage of play. Got a foul on Pocahontas area, and that is the second on Boyson. So he'll have to be careful, a bench player. Morrish in the corner after he inbounded it. 3-point shot, no good. And the quarter comes to an end with Spirit Lake leading 13-6. Second quarter coming up in 1 minute on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames in the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sports surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIABone.com.
What does it mean?
We resume action here at Spirit Lake as we start the second quarter, and the Spirit Lake boys basketball team leading 13-6 over Pocahontas area. Spirit Lake starts off the second quarter with the ball. Doolin drives inside, kicks it out. Hendrickson on the wing. And now right side. As he splits the defense, goes right to the rack, misses. Carter Thorson, offensive rebound, put back, no. Hendrickson has his hands on it, and Pocahontas area will pick it up in a foul on Hendrickson.
That's just a tough.
Or make that Reynolds, sorry about that.
That's just a tough break there for Spirit Lake. I think they've been getting some pretty good looks so far in the first quarter, and it looks like they're going to keep the ball, but
Crosgrove got the foul.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
But also after that first quarter, as you probably got a total on those turnovers, but
I do.
That Spirit Lake defense looked very tough trying to take away all those looks from Pocahontas.
I was saying Hendrickson, it was Reynolds. I'm thinking maybe last year's basketball team. Reynolds has it, Riley Reynolds. So sorry about that. Scott to the free throw line, into the corner, and losing the handle on it. Turnover for Spirit Lake into Pocahontas area's hands. And here comes a layup opportunity. No, Gavin Ain, offensive rebound, putback is good. Gavin Ain, as we heard from Coach Friesner in the pregame, kind of their utility guy, the be-all, the glue guy that he'll get some rebounds, he'll score some points, he'll play some defense. Just you need those guys on your team.
Well, that's exactly what he's been doing so far. As you could tell, Pocahontas area, they definitely like to get the ball down low. And already with Ain, he's already gotten a couple plays like that, this time on a putback attempt. So he's at least doing his part and one.
And he leads the team right now in scoring with 5. So it is Spirit Lake basketball. Their lead trimmed now 13-9. Scott will pass it over to Cale Amos. Now back to Scott at the top. Looks to feed it inside instead for Catsby. Pocahontas kind of sagging in that zone here. Spirit Lake just trying to crack it, trying to feed it inside to Kriener, and Pocahontas tossed it away. Turnover.
2 straight turnovers for Spirit Lake, and Pocahontas area could really close the gap here.
Missed. Ain had his hands on it, and he tips it out to a teammate. Gavin Ain kept it alive. Pocahontas area basketball down by 4. Driving inside, Ehlertz looks to kick it in the corner and finds Crosgrove. Now back to Ehlertz, and Pocahontas area sets up their offense. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line, too strong. Kriener with the box out, kind of tipped the rebound to a teammate. Spirit Lake basketball. So Spirit Lake has played 2 minutes here in the second quarter. They have not scored, but they do lead 13-9. Scott to Catsby on the wing. Inside, Kriener got position. Should have went up strong with it. Instead, Morris finger roll layup, and he scores.
Well, you said it. Kriener had a good look, but Spirit Lake just moved the ball at will that time and just taking it straight to the hoop. Still a nice play, and finally Spirit Lake back on the board here.
Crosgrove misses the jumper inside for Pocahontas area. Spirit Lake, Catsby, aggressive. He drives, and he draws the foul. So Pocahontas area whistled for the personal, and Crosgrove's going to pick up his second.
Vance Catsby, 8 points so far here in this first half, and such an athletic player on both sides of the ball, already getting a couple steals, turning those into points. You could buy those back here, shooting about 67% coming into this game, and that'll only go up.
Makes the first. This broadcast brought to you in part by Lakes Regional Healthcare. Also by Okoboji Motor Company Service Department and Collision Center. And by Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sports Surgeons. Creighton Morris heading into the locker room. Maybe get taped up, or he had some blood on him or something. So they'll look into him, and then Michael Doolin checks in for Creighton. Catsby back at the line for his second free throw after making the first, and the second one is good. He's got 10. Spirit Lake 17, Pocahontas area 9, 5:20 left to go, second quarter. Pocahontas area basketball. Can't say the school nickname because you won't know who's leading. Can't say Indians have the ball because they both have the nickname of the Indians.
Well, at least we're going to see the Indians win tonight.
That is true. That is true.
That will happen.
That will happen. Cook over to Vanderham, and now Ehlertz with it. Trey Ehlertz scored the game's opening bucket, hasn't scored since. And now Pocahontas area turns it over. Stripped away Scott. Now 3-on-2 break, running the floor. Kriener misses a little bit too strong. Rebound Pocahontas area. And back comes Pocahontas, and Ehlertz will score the 2.
Good job by Ehlers just getting up the court so quick. Spirit Lake couldn't quite catch up with him, and he had a very good look, just taking that one straight to the hoop on the fast break.
4:20 left to go in the second quarter. Spirit Lake's lead is 6. Boys only tonight. I'll talk about what they're going to do with the girls' portion here in just a little bit. As Doolin has it at the top, now to Katzfei. Stutter steps to the free throw line. Extra pass. Amos in the corner. 3-point shot. No. Rebound Pocahontas area. Taking down the board was Vanderham. And he'll bring it in the front court. Tough pass inside. But maintaining the pass was Boyson. He missed it too strong. Rebound Spirit Lake. Here's Katzfei in the paint. Draws the foul. Scores the bucket. Chance at a 3-point play. So going back to what I was going to say about the girls' game, Pocahontas area had some COVID issues, so they had to postpone some games this week, including the Spirit Lake matchup. But they will make that up next Monday, 6:15 for varsity, and we will carry it here on KUOO and live video.
And at least glad to see it is a nice quick turnaround, just about 1 week down the road, but also glad to be back on the board for that one. Also, looks like Creighton Morris is back out on the court. Here's another turnover.
Pocahontas area turned it over into the hands of Doolin. Doolin then tried to get it to Katzfei. One official says Spirit Lake ball. The other official comes in, says I have a better angle on it, and it's going to stay with Spirit Lake. At 3:34 left to go before half, Spirit Lake has built a 20-11 lead. Led by 7 after 1. They lead by 9 now. Morris ball fake to the free throw line. Now Katzfei spots up a 3, and it's good.
Wow.
Now this team is dangerous.
What a start to the year also for that junior Vance Katzfei. Looking very athletic, and he can shoot the long balls he showed there.
16 points. And that's not where you want to go if you're Trey Ehlertz, trapped in the corner, forces a turnover, and scoring Cale Amos. Suffocating defense by Spirit Lake has forced Pocahontas area unofficially into 11 first-half turnovers, and the Spirit Lake Indians now out to a 25-11 lead. We'll take a break. More basketball coming up in 30 seconds on KUOO.
This is Jeremiah at Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing. We understand that hard work, dedication, and grit are the values of a successful team, and we stand behind all local students and athletes during this time of adversity. Come discover what we can do for your home or business. Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing, Highway 71, Spirit Lake.
Enjoy a taste of the islands at Snapper's Turtle Bay Cafe at Parks Marina. We're open daily at 11 with delicious island-style entrees and daily specials that include a local favorite island tacos, a close second to the lobster mac and cheese, or maybe you prefer the Boathouse burger, seared ahi tuna salad, or Cuban sliders. Join us at Snapper's, open daily at 11 for lunch and dinner all year long.
Spirit Lake 25, Pocahontas area 11. And for a while there, Mitch, Spirit Lake, they didn't even score here in the second quarter. They've really turned it on here the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, Pocahontas area close to the start of the second quarter, just back within 2 scores, and quickly Spirit Lake got their foot back on the gas pedal and forcing them to take another timeout, just trying to limit these turnovers. And once again, they fall into a trap. This Spirit Lake defense just impeccable in this first half.
Pocahontas area is able to get out of it.
Somehow.
And now they try to feed it inside to Ehlertz. He goes up, scores the bucket. Nice job by Trey Ehlertz. Good find by Mike Vonamy.
I do like how Pocahontas area, they're still sticking to that game plan. Just get the ball down low and get some good looks. And so far when they do, for the most part, they've capitalized like they did there.
Morris in the corner. Ball fake or head fake. Now out to Doolin. Extra pass in the corner. Katzfei for 3. Missed it short. Rebound Pocahontas area. 2:10 left to go before half. Spirit Lake's up by 12. Pocahontas area basketball. Chase Cook in the corner. Right in front of that Spirit Lake bench. Now gets it out to Ehlertz near midcourt. Comes off a screen. Free throw line now drives to the baseline. Trapped underneath, and Creighton Morris with the good defense. Ehlertz stepped on the end line out of bounds. Turnover number 12. And it will be Spirit Lake basketball. More sponsors to thank, the likes of Bank Midwest, also by Dr. Craig Newell, and by IGL Teleconnect. Minute 55 left to go and counting, second quarter. Spirit Lake up 25-13, boys only. The girls portion will be played on Monday. We will also have that on KUOO and ExploreKaboji.com. Morris rings it up from deep.
That time from the right wing. Just very simple, passing the ball around the arc, and Creighton Morris. And what do you know? Here comes Vance Katzfei bringing it down with the dunk. Wow.
Turnover dunk for Vance Katzfei, and what a half for him.
Yeah, have a night. We still have a lot of basketball left. He's up to 18.
Pocahontas area fires up a three. That one is good by Ehlertz. That was more of a line drive three, but take it either way.
Yeah, good shot.
Trey's got 9. And we have a minute 5 left to go, second quarter. Spirit Lake baseline. Morris drives inside. No. Ball is loose on the floor, picked up, and a couple of players get after it. Jump ball, and the possession arrow goes to Pocahontas area. 30-16.
Just a minute left here, but Pocahontas area, this time they will get it across half court, but got to watch out, especially for Vance Katzfei, just flying to the basketball, and he's got to have a handful of turnovers just by himself. And just like that, when they kick out, there's a Spirit Lake defender just willing to get a hand on it.
Morris got his hand on it, and then Pocahontas got a hand on it. So turnover for each squad, back to Pocahontas area with 33 seconds left to go before half. Spirit Lake's up by 14 on their non-conference opponent. Back-to-back nights for Spirit Lake. Driving inside, nice pass. Great feed by Vanderham, and a foul as Boyson goes to the free throw line. So that will send Pocahontas area to the line. They've only been there one time, and that was Gavin Ain on a bucket and then a foul to complete the three-point play. So this is only their second free throw of the half, and it was a miss by Boyson.
Coming into this game only 33%, but at least he'll make the second there.
1 of 2 at the trip. And 30-17 Spirit Lake, as the Indians of the Spirit Lake basketball team get it across midcourt. 12 seconds to go before half. Katzfei, lob to Morris. He catches it, misses the layup on the up and under. Thorson had his hands on it, lost it out of bounds.
Going for a highlight play that time, but just lost control of it a little bit. They're still in good shape heading into halftime, though.
Ehlertz, free throw line, the runner, and no good. And the first half comes to a close. Spirit Lake, a little bit of a slow start in the second quarter. They found their rhythm, got going. They also got Vance Katzfei going, and now they lead 30-17 at intermission. Pretty good first half for Spirit Lake.
Yeah, I think they were in pretty good ball control on both sides that time. Whenever they got a good read, they've been filling their lanes very nicely. You know, just playing the basketball wherever it's at on defense, just quickly getting it up the court, and a lot of times they're just getting good offensive look. It's just a matter of whether it's going to fall for them or not. But one player that has gotten a lot of luck, at least in that aspect, is Vance Katzfei, but he has just been making plays that entire first half, and that's a very solid half of basketball for Spirit Lake.
18 for Katzfei. We'll take a look at the rest of the scores coming up in just a little bit. Here at halftime, it's 30-17 Spirit Lake. Our halftime show is brought to you by Okoboji Motor Company, Service Department, and Collision Center, and we'll be back in 3 minutes.
Heard it all. I could have swore the light was green, the deer came out of nowhere, my son thought the narrow pedal was the brake. But the reason you need auto body repair doesn't matter to us. What matters is we make your car like new, and the process is easy for you. This is Casey, Collision Center Manager at Okoboji Motor Company. We bring over 45 years of experience in our department, offer free loaner vehicles, free estimates, work with all insurance companies, and handle all the paperwork. When life happens and you need collision repair, know that you can count on us, the Collision Center at Okoboji Motor Company.
Whether you are freshening up your current decor, building new, or just looking for custom window treatments, Interior Sewing by Lisa has you covered with draperies, pillows, and Hunter Douglas blinds. Call me for your free in-home consultation at 712-320-3492.
McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake has awesome nightly specials Tuesday through Saturday. Stop by after the game or any night and enjoy a great atmosphere and good times with friends at McKean's Pub and Grill.
Whether it's a flooded basement or damaged carpets, Steamway Cleaning has the tools and professional service to restore the beauty of your floors. Steamway Cleaning also provides duct cleaning, odor removal, and much more, plus 24-hour emergency services. Call Steamway Cleaning in Spirit Lake.
Pub 19 is open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. with limited seating. Dining or carry out every Friday night. You can enjoy the in-house smoked prime rib. Pub 19 at Okoboji View Golf Course on Highway 86 in Spirit Lake. And check out their new menu items at pub19barngrill.com.
Northwest Bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things very well, people that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
Heard it all. I could have swore the light was green, the deer came out of nowhere, my son thought the narrow pedal was the brake. But the reason you need auto body repair doesn't matter to us. What matters is we make your car like new, and the process is easy for you. This is Casey, Collision Center Manager at Okoboji Motor Company. We bring over 45 years of experience in our department, offer free loaner vehicles, free estimates, work with all insurance companies, and handle all the paperwork. When life happens and you need collision repair, know that you can count on us, the Collision Center at Okoboji Motor Company.
Halftime of this boys basketball matchup, Spirit Lake 30, Pocahontas area 17. And Mitch and I have both talked about the impressive first half from Vance Katzfei. He had 8 in the first quarter, 10 in the second quarter, including a 3 and 3 free throws, 18 in the half for Katzfei to lead all scorers.
Yeah, without a doubt, there's a lot that can be said about the half Vance Katzfei had. I just feel like he had a great feel for where that basketball was, especially on defense. Playing a zone, just kind of trying to float around to whoever was getting the basketball. And for Pocahontas area, I liked how they got penetration at times, but when they got a little indecisive, when they didn't have a great matchup, because let's face it, Spirit Lake has some tall guys down low, and they kick out Katzfei, that's when he could just pick those plays apart, take it the other way for a quick score, or when he gets a good look, he's been hitting them, and he has just been in a zone, to say the least, in that first half.
Creighton Morris at times looked pretty good from beyond the arc. He has a couple of threes. He has 8 points here at the half. Cale Amos with 4. Pocahontas area, Trey Ehlert's a pretty good first half going with 9. Gavin Ain off the bench with 5. Luke Crosgrove with 2 and Chase Boysen with 1. Pocahontas area, the big stat there in the first half, they shot 41%, which is what Spirit Lake shot. But the turnovers were a big factor. Pocahontas area, unofficially, I had them with 14 compared to Spirit Lake's 4.
Well, it was pretty one-sided on how that turnover margin was. You could tell by just the way the game was played out. But for Pocahontas area, you can at least respect the fact that they're trying to play their game of basketball, still trying to take it to the hoop, even with the mismatch that you have height-wise in the post. But got to just find a way to clean it up. But that could just be a testament to just this Spirit Lake defense really looking on point after that first half. They're doing a good job getting them in traps, as we saw close to half court at times, just catching them off guard too. Sometimes they couldn't even get it to half court or even out of their own end. So Spirit Lake just keep applying pressure on defense, because at times Pocahontas area, especially at the start of the first and second quarters, they got back within reach. They got on the scoreboard first, but ultimately, granted, they shot the ball 41% like you said, but I'm sure Spirit Lake probably got a little bit more shots off in that half. So
they did. Pocahontas 7 of 17. Spirit Lake 12 of 29. So Spirit Lake took 12 more shots than Pocahontas in that first half. And then, Pocahontas with 10 more turnovers. So kind of right there kind of balances out.
So just keep trying to get in your game plan, because at times they've gotten good looks. They pulled the trigger, and they've gotten some good shots off from down low. But you just got to try to finish off those plays. Don't give Spirit Lake that much of a chance to harp on a mistake, harp on a bad pass, because they've shown they will do just that.
Right.
For Spirit Lake, just keep applying the pressure second half, because it's been setting them up offensively as well, and just keep doing what they're doing. That's if you're, Coach Brown, that's a good half of basketball if you're Spirit Lake.
Yeah. Spirit Lake right now leads 30-17 over Pocahontas area. Let's take a final break here, Mitch, and also Michael back in the studios. Let's do 2 minutes if we can, and we'll be back with the start of the second half in 2 minutes on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Down the highway to MHR Insurance and with the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
Your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is making lives easier, healthier, and happier. Check out Hy-Vee.com and find meal solutions, recipes, your weekly ad, and the latest edition of Seasons. Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of all students, wishing them a good year academically and athletically.
Okoboji Realty is a proud supporter of the Spirit Lake athletes and all the young athletes involved and driven for success. Good luck from Amy Maris and Mickey Harrington, real estate agents with Okoboji Realty. Dedicated to community, dedicated to you.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm and Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
Just about ready to get started with the third quarter. I'm Scott Nolte alongside Mitch Kieran. Mitch doing a great job for us on the color commentary, the video, the computer. Mitch, you've got a lot of work tonight, and I appreciate all your help.
Well, thanks, Scott. When I'm behind this camera, at times it's a little hard just to focus on all this, but I appreciate that.
Well, you're doing a great job, and we appreciate that.
So are you.
And we want to thank Michael back at the studios, too, who helps us put all this together. So Michael does a great job for us, too. Great sports sponsors, and we thank you all for listening or watching wherever you may be as Spirit Lake leads 30-17 over Pocahontas area in boys basketball. Spirit Lake's going to start off the second half with the ball and scoring right away. Brent Scott, his first two. Pocahontas area, good first half from Trey Ehlertz, 9 points. Also Gavin Ain off the bench with 5. Spirit Lake got 18 from Vance Katzvai to lead all scorers, and Creighton Morrish with 8. Some of the leaders in the first half as Pocahontas area gets it to Ehlertz in the corner. Trey coming off a screen. Pops up. Right wing three missed. Rebounded Cale Amos. And it will be Spirit Lake basketball. Katzvai in the corner. Foot on the line two. No good. And rebounded by Pocahontas area. Up and down we go. And here comes Ehlertz, who dumps it down low, and the shot off the glass. That one is missed by Vanami. Rebound, Creighton Morrish. Both teams 0 for 2. Or I should say both teams 2 shots. Spirit Lakes 1 for 2. Pocahontas area 0 for 2. And now the pace kind of slows down a little bit for Scott. 6:45 left to go third quarter. Spirit Lake up 32-17. Catsby off a screen. Tries to dump it down to Morrish. Ball's loose on the floor. Jump ball called. Possession arrow goes to Pocahontas area, and in doing so, turnover on Spirit Lake.
Good job for Pocahontas area that time, closing off a lane that Brent Scott was able to quickly fill to get a very quick score to start off this third quarter. But now for Pocahontas area, they need to get it across half court, but I think I can tell they're trying to slow the game down a little bit, but that time almost pulling off an excellent play was Vanderham.
And on the other end of the court, Catsby will score. Vance, a great game with 20. Pocahontas area threw it away, turnover. That's been a big story in the game. Here's Catsby with the scoop shot layup.
Picking up right where he left off.
36-17, Spirit Lake. Coming out on fire here in the second half, and 5:50 left to go third quarter. This is a very interesting week for Spirit Lake. They played last night against non-conference Sheldon, as driving to the rack was Crosgrove, drew the foul on Kriener, I believe. Then they have tonight's non-conference Pocahontas out of the Twin Lakes. They don't play Wednesday, the church night. Thursday night, they go back to a West Lyon for a Siouxland Conference matchup. And then they're off Friday and Saturday. So no Lakes Conference. It's just kind of a weird week, but it's just the way it worked out. Good opponents, just kind of a weird week as Crosgrove hits the free throw.
Well, I think that ultimately might be pretty good for them, too, just to, once again, I mean, granted, these are some teams they probably know from the past, but just to at least get a feel for out-of-conference play. We know in this part of the state, in the Siouxland area, just how competitive these basketball games can be. And without a doubt, they're going to get a good fight out of each of them. So this will be good for them to start off the second semester of the season, but just already they're looking in pretty good form.
Cale Abels knocks down the three. Cale with 7. 5:15 left to go third quarter, and Spirit Lake leads now 39-19. Pocahontas area with the ball, driving to the baseline. Missed shot, Crosgrove. And fighting for it was Vanderham, and he threw it away for a turnover for Spirit Lake ball. Historically, Pocahontas area has never beaten Spirit Lake in boys basketball. Spirit Lake is 4-0 against the Pocahontas boys team. Last played last year, January 7th, and Spirit Lake won 80-62.
That could change, but not as quite of high scoring. But Spirit Lake, another three-pointer that time. Creighton Morrish, great shot, but they're controlling the pace of this game very well, keeping Pocahontas area on their heels a bit, as they've just been playing the basketball so well and getting a lot of pick plays and turnovers and making them pretty much earn everything they can offensively.
And they'll make Pocahontas area earn it at the free throw line here as Ehlertz gets fouled. So that will send Trey to the free throw line. He'll be shooting 2, and the first free throw is no good. He stays at 9. Going back to Creighton Morrish in that made 3. He's now in double figures with 11. He joins Catsby in doubles with 22. So 2 players for Spirit Lake in double figures. Creighton checks out. And Doolin will come in. Second free throw is no good by Trey Ehlertz. Kriener with the rebound. And Ehlertz stays at 9 to lead Pocahontas in scoring. 4:25 left to go third quarter. Spirit Lake 42, Pocahontas area 19. Catsby down low, Scott. Nice feed. He's double teamed. Looks to kick it out back to Vance. Free throw line in the corner now for Doolin. 3 seconds in the lane. Turnover. This broadcast brought to you in part by Michael Thorson Farm Bureau, also by Okoboji View Golf Course and Pub 19 Bar and Grill, and by Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative.
And going back to Creighton Morrish again, too, he's just makes a very big impact on the court for Spirit Lake. Not only 6'8" for a big man, but he can shoot the three ball and well, as he's shown tonight.
Pocahontas area turns it over. Spirit Lake starts the fast break in the corner. Catsby for three. In and out and back in again. And another big bucket for Catsby. And we got a reach-in foul now on Vance as he tried to pick the pocket of Ehlertz. And Vance will pick up his second foul. Spirit Lake, Mitch, I have them starting 6 of 7 shooting here in the third quarter.
I just think they're in a zone, and they're just continuing to get separation now. 45-19 over Pocahontas area. And, again, this is a team that's just built very well this year. They're executing, and right now they're, like I said, they're just in a groove.
You got those seniors, a big list of them that have stayed together, and that's proved to be a big difference in these games. As Pocahontas area got too far underneath the hoop, missed the shot. Spirit Lake ball, Scott with it, Brent Scott, now Catsby, who's got 25, looking for 27. The floater, this one is no good. Scott pushed off for an offensive rebound, is what they're going to say. And Brent Scott, foul number 2. Head coach Paul Brown, not too particularly accepting of that call, but got to accept that either way.
You're still in good shape here when you're leading by about 26.
3:05 to go in the third. Pocahontas area ball. Ehlertz comes off a screen, free throw line, then back to the top. We'll pass it to the right side for Vonamy. Vonamy down to the baseline. Pretty good defense right there by Reynolds. Kick out, and a three-point shot is left short by Vanderham. Rebound Spirit Lake. Here come the Spirit Lake Indians, and now Brent Scott will slow it up. At 2:40 left to go in the third, and Spirit Lake's up 45-19. Catsby into the corner. Kriener's going to fire a three. No good, and rebound Pocahontas area. Pocahontas area is still looking for their first field goal in this third quarter. They're 0 for 6. Their only 2 points came at the free throw line. Ehlertz gets on the low block, turnaround jump shot, no, rolls off the rim, and we got a push from behind on Boyson, which is his third, and the shooting woes continue for the Pocahontas Indians.
Yeah, that's just tough. You can't be pressing too much down there with how quickly the pace of this game is still going. Controlled by the Indians of Spirit Lake, but for Pocahontas area, they've just kind of ran into a little bit of a wall here tonight with this Spirit Lake defense just not moving it quite at their will, and that's created a lot of turnovers and a lot of headaches so far, and we still got a pretty decent amount of game left.
2 minutes left to go in the third. Spirit Lake basketball up 45-19. Morrish catches it just outside the free throw line, gets it back to Doolin. And now over to Reynolds, back to Creighton. Creighton drives inside, and nice dribble drive penetration.
Great way to drive the lane that time by Creighton Morrish.
The finish, he's got 13. Lob pass in, Pocahontas area, and we got a push from behind called on Spirit Lake. So the Spirit Lake Indians will get a personal. Pocahontas area underneath the hoop.
5 team fouls in this third quarter on Spirit Lake, just 1 on Pocahontas area. So Spirit Lake, your Coach Paul Brown, you at least got to be happy you're not getting complacent out there on defense. You're still applying pressure, and it's still executing. Like you mentioned, Pocahontas area still looking for their first score from the field here in the third. They just got to find a way to make an adjustment out there.
And this one is thrown out of bounds. No touch by Spirit Lake. Coach Friesner wants a touch, and he's not going to get the call, and that's going to be a turnover. So 0 for 7 shooting in this third quarter. Meanwhile, you got Spirit Lake at 7 of 10.
And they're really just in control of this game at this point. 47-19, just a minute to go in the third.
Spirit Lake Indians working their offense here for Creighton Morrish. Deep outside the three, but he drives inside. High block goes in the paint. No good. Fighting for a rebound and out of bounds. Last touch by Thorson. And actually, you had Carter and Creighton right there, and they kind of ran into each other, and I think it went off of Creighton's hands as Carter was kind of jumping up to get a rebound, and that happens. Better to have two guys there than nobody, right?
Yeah, no, they've been they've been in very good position tonight. That time just too good.
Spirit Lake playing some defense here in this third quarter. They've held Pocahontas area to just 2 points, and those were 2 free throws. Now Spirit Lake pokes it away, and we got a foul. Boy, that is a late whistle as Spirit Lake was starting their fast drive. Or their.
Now, well, you see a bounce pass there was Michael Doolin just kind of reaching behind the intended Indiana Pocahontas area. Not sure if it was a reach in or hold maybe, but I thought that would have been a pretty clean defensive setup for Doolin to at least almost pull that off.
Ehlertz misses. Offensive rebound, Crosgrove misses. Spirit Lake basketball with 12 seconds to go in the third. Morsch, head fake, dumps it back out. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. And now you've got Reynolds with it. 4 seconds. He'll get the offense moving. 1 3-point shot. No good at the buzzer. And the score is Spirit Lake 47, Pocahontas area 19. Fourth quarter in 1 minute on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake has awesome nightly specials Tuesday through Saturday. Stop by after the game or any night and enjoy a great atmosphere and good times with friends at McKean's Pub and Grill.
Whether it's a flooded basement or damaged carpets, Steamway Cleaning has the tools and professional service to restore the beauty of your floors. Steamway Cleaning also provides duct cleaning, odor removal, and much more, plus 24-hour emergency services. Call Steamway Cleaning in Spirit Lake.
Okoboji Realty is a proud supporter of the Spirit Lake athletes and all the young athletes involved and driven for success. Good luck from Amy Maris and Mickey Harrington, real estate agents with Okoboji Realty. Dedicated to community, dedicated to you.
Your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is making lives easier, healthier, and happier. Check out Hy-Vee.com and find meal solutions, recipes, your weekly ad, and the latest edition of Seasons. Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of all students, wishing them a good year academically and athletically.
As we start the fourth quarter, Spirit Lake leading 47-19 over Pocahontas area. Turnaround jump shot. Morsch makes it an even 30-point lead.
A clean fadeaway from right around the charity stripe out there. They have Creighton Morris. His jump shot's been looking pretty nice tonight.
And we got a reach-in foul. I think it should be 49-19. They have the scoreboard 47-22. They'll get that fixed, though.
Yeah. Good call, Scott. That's a good thing we got 2 of them going.
And we got a made free throw here by Trey Ehlertz. He's going to be in double figures with 10. And makes the second. And that should be 21 now for Pocahontas area.
Yeah, I got 49-21 over here, and I believe a timeout by Pocahontas area.
All right, we're going to keep it here. And going back to that third quarter, Mitch, Pocahontas area 0 for 9 on the floor, scored just 2 free throws. Mm-hmm. On the flip side of that coin, Spirit Lake was 7 of 12 from the floor.
Yeah, I believe they walked away with 17 points, too. So in that first half, you definitely tell Spirit Lake's defense was playing very tough, but that third quarter just created a lot of separation. You see those headaches continue, and in fact, worsen a little bit. You got to wonder if that Pocahontas area, if some of those shooters are just pressing a little bit, because they're forcing a lot of shots and still turning the ball over. But for Spirit Lake, you know, they just kept playing their game of basketball. And you look at Morris and Catsby both having career nights tonight, and they've just been having terrific seasons up to this point. And you got to imagine it's only going to get that much better from here, and they just keep playing with confidence.
We got the scoreboard fixed. It is 49-21 Spirit Lake. Morris pull-up jumper, good.
Wow.
Boy, that is silky smooth.
He made it look easy out there, nothing but net.
51-21 Spirit Lake in their lead, now up to 30. Ehlert's inside, he scores. That is the first field goal of the second half for Pocahontas.
And a nice play by Ehlertz. He just drove the baseline, put it up right underneath the hoop, and Spirit Lake almost turning it over. They find a way to corral the basketball. Top of the key by Morris.
Scott, and actually who's into the contest is Carver Jungjohan. And we have a travel or offensive foul. Offensive foul on Carver, as they're going to say he kind of leaned in. So that'll be a personal on him. Katzfei and Scott check out. Kriener and Amos back in. And it looks like Morris came out as well. And Spirit Lake with the 51-23 lead. Pocahontas area basketball, 6.5 to go. And a nice move inside by Krausgrove. 51-25. And it goes through the hands of Jungjohan and out of bounds. This broadcast brought to you in part by Northwest Bank, also by Consumers Lumber Company, and by the Hut Bar and Grill. Pocahontas area basketball, Spirit Lake in control of this boys game as a three-point shot is put up. This one is no good. And a foul on Pocahontas trying to get the rebound.
Yeah, that time they tried a three-pointer from the right wing, not hitting it, and they haven't attempted very many three-pointers so far tonight.
No, they've only made one.
Yeah.
And that was Trey Ehlertz.
So far they've gotten a couple of nice drives on these possessions to start off the fourth. Just good job trying to change it up that time. All you got to do is just try to do the little things right from here. You ran into a good Spirit Lake team tonight. And you got to hope you're only going to build off of these tough matchups from here.
Great move, Cale Amos, who scores the two. And he is getting closer to double figures. I've got him at 9. Drawing the foul for Pocahontas area is Mike Vonamy, and he will go to the free throw line. And that's going to be the second on Tyler Kriener. Vonamy has not scored tonight. A chance here at the stripe, and he misses. 5:37 left to go in the fourth. Spirit Lake up 53-25. Pocahontas area and Spirit Lake girls, they're going to make up their game Monday. And we'll have it here on KUOO and on our live video stream. 6:15 start for the varsity. So we'll look forward to that Monday. Mitch and I will be right back here. So
yeah, safety first, but it's at least nice to see a quick turnaround just about 6 days down the road to get that matchup back in. And even a non-conference, just right up the road from these opponents.
Yep. Nice feed inside, and Kriener's going to score. Carter Thorson the assist.
Beautiful feed that time.
And Kriener coming back to get in position, and he draws the offensive foul on Pocahontas area.
Well, look at Tyler Kriener, not only getting the score, but that time taking the charge. Right place, right time. Good hustle and good looks from Tyler Kriener.
Spirit Lake with it. Thorson for three. That one is no good. Rebounded Pocahontas area. They look to run. Here comes their big shooter, Ehlertz. He missed it short and out of bounds. We're at 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Spirit Lake's got a 55-26 lead. Newland with it. Free throw line back out to Kriener. Now to the left wing for Reynolds. Down as he dribbles down to the baseline. Back to Tyler. Tyler inside and missed it too strong. Rebound will go to Pocahontas area. Things have kind of slowed down here a little bit, Mitch.
Yeah,
we were kind of fast-paced for a while there.
Well, that is for sure. It's you could look at that as both these teams trying to fill the lane. Like this time, there's a nice score.
Vanderham for 2.
I think he heard you. Well, let me show you something. That was a nice play, way to just drive the paint.
55-28 Spirit Lake.
Yeah, but for Spirit Lake, probably just trying to slow things down a little bit, just milk the time here. But, hey, there's a nice entry pass going back to Kriener. That time just got denied by the hoop itself. But for Pocahontas area, they're just trying to get a feel for their best look. Here's another three-point attempt.
That one's no good, and it falls into the lap of Reynolds. Now Spirit Lake driving, and we got an offensive foul on Cale Amos. So Pocahontas gets back to take the charge. 3:56 left to go in the fourth quarter. 55-28 in favor of Spirit Lake. And Scott, Morrish, and Katzvai come back in. Spirit Lake with a tough matchup coming up on Thursday. That's really going to test them at a very physical Siouxland Conference West Lyon team. And I know you saw them right before Christmas break.
Yeah, that was
with Okoboji.
That was a very interesting matchup. One that really could have just been between two of the top teams in the Siouxland Conference. But Okoboji got a little banged up in that game, and West Lyon really just harped on it. They spread the ball out very well. And West Lyon, any basketball team you could look, they're just so well balanced. So I think we're going to see a very good matchup when Spirit Lake and West Lyon go toe-to-toe.
Well, you can check that out Thursday. We will not have it on KUOO or any of our stations, but Spirit Lake will be traveling there Thursday. Best of luck to them as a missed shot by Vanderham, rebound by Kriener for Spirit Lake. That will be a tough test for Spirit Lake Thursday night.
A hard-fought win over another tough Siouxland opponent for Sheldon. They at least have a feel for what that competition's like. And all things that could close out this one. They have a very sound game they played tonight against Pocahontas area. It's going to be quite a setup come Thursday.
2:50 left to go in this one. Spirit Lake is on their way to victory number 9. They lead right now 55-28. Looks like Coach Paul Brown's going to empty his bench here pretty soon. As the pass goes in on the low block, Ehlert's turnaround jump shot and missed it. A rebound by Spirit Lake and by Cale Amos. 2.5 to go, and Spirit Lake has a big lead of 55-28. Scott to Morrish. Hands it off to Katzvai, free throw line. Now to Kriener. Cale gets it into Kriener on the baseline. Back out to Creighton. 2:10 left to go. Now on the low block for Kriener. Backs his defender down, goes up strong, rolls off the rim. No, fights for the offensive rebound. Can't quite get to it. Rebound Pocahontas area. Good move. Just did not get the roll off the rim. Pocahontas fires a three. That one is good by Vanderham.
Nice shot.
And a timeout called by head coach Paul Brown. And allows for his players to get in there. Not necessarily a full time. Well, now Pocahontas calls a full timeout. So they do want to have a timeout. Okay. So Paul is going to bring his players in, and we'll take one as well. We've got more basketball coming your way in 30 seconds on KUOO.
It means to be on a team. It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest. Member FDIC.
For the best window and door solutions for your next project, choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906.
I believe the score is 55-31. I'm not sure on that.
Well, that's what I had too. That 3-point rain from Vanderham would make that correct. Still got 2 minutes left. Spirit Lake still in command of this one as they got a fresh 5 out there.
Scoreboard reads 55-29. I believe it's 55-31. Either way, Spirit Lake looks like on their way to victory number 9. Have tomorrow off, Thursday West Lyon, and then the rest of the week off after that, travel on Spirit Lake. 55-31 Spirit Lake. Minute and a half to go in the fourth quarter.
I think we had a final from earlier tonight over on Q102. I believe what you had was 67-17. Hardly Melvin Sanborn on top of Harris Lake Park.
That was in girls. Yep. Vanderham for 3. That one is no good. Rebound Doolin. He had his hands on it, then he lost it out of bounds. Let's see. Pocahontas had 19 after 3. So then 5. Add this up here. 10, 19, and 12. That would get you 31, right?
Yeah, it was 55-28 earlier, that 3-point from Vanderham.
Okay.
At least I got 55-31 if you're watching on the viewing screen, so
okay, very good.
That should be correct.
Spirit Lake scores, makes it 57-31. 50 seconds left to go. And Pocahontas area is going to drop to 1-5. And we got a foul here on Spirit Lake. And that's going to send Pocahontas area to the free throw line. Bonamy will be shooting 2, and the first one is no good.
You also got to look past that overall record, too, because Pocahontas, they're still in pretty good shape when you look at it in the Twin Lakes. Just 1-1 overall there as well. And you're going to take these tough matchups, especially at a conference like tonight, and all you got to do is just learn from it, but sooner or later got to make those adjustments.
57-32, I believe. And now a 3 by Michael Doolin. And that will put Pocahontas area up for a 3 ball. That one is missed. Alerts gets it back. 3 ball. That's missed. Rebound by Doolin. Final 12 seconds. And I believe the score should be 60-31. Is that correct? Is that what you got? 60-31.
Let's go with it.
Scoreboard shows 60-30. But depending on whether they call Vanderham's 3 a 3 or a 2, I thought they put up the hands for a 3, which would give it 60-31. Some of the coaches are checking with the scoreboard or scorebook right now.
Yep.
But that's what we're going to go with. Either way, Spirit Lake with a nice victory here in non-conference play.
Very sound. It wasn't quite as high scoring as last year's matchup, as you put it, but got to be happy with that one if you're Paul Brown, especially with just how tough that Spirit Lake defense was at times. They created many turnovers, and at times, especially that third quarter, got great separation for just a sound victory. And career nights for Vance Katzfei and Creighton Moorish, just to build a little more confidence, and got to be happy. You can't ask for a much better start to your year at 9-0 if you're the Spirit Lake Indians.
Let's get into our postgame show. It's brought to you by the Eye Care Center of Spirit Lake. Dr. Norland, Dr. Cornwall will take a look back at this contest in 3 minutes on KUOO and ExploreOkoboji.com.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sports Surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIABone.com.
What does it mean to be on a team? It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest teams support student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest. Member FDIC.
Are you paying too much for internet service? It's time to cut the wires, cut the charges. IGL Teleconnect is your local internet provider. No contracts, no hidden fees, no equipment rental, and no confusing packages for just $40 a month. IGL Teleconnect, we put you first.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we are member-owned. That means everyone who gets their power from Iowa Lakes is also an owner. That's the cooperative difference.
The power is yours at your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
For the best window and door solutions for your next project, choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906.
The Hut Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park. Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics is proud to help the community and wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
Pub 19 is open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. with limited seating. Dine in or carry out every Friday night. You can enjoy the in-house smoked prime rib. Pub 19 at Okoboji View Golf Course on Highway 86 in Spirit Lake. And check out their new menu items at pub19barngrill.com.
Final score update, 60-32 is what we had. I said 60-31, but 60-32, I believe, is the right score, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was there. And
you should have corrected me.
I don't want to talk logistics too much, but somehow, 60-32 is where we were at. Looks like we'll have a player and coach come up with us in the postgame. But overall, very solid victory for Spirit Lake. Very nice and sound. And I think the Spirit Lake defense really set the tone, getting a lot of pick plays, a lot of turnovers that turned into points. On the flip side, got a lot of good looks offensively and just took care of business. Can't ask for a much better start.
Great non-conference win last night. Great non-conference win tonight. I got a headset here, Mitch, that I've already got set up, so I'll hand that over, and we'll kind of extend that out. There we go. And we'll see if hear me okay, Creighton?
Yep.
Got me okay? Yep. Okay. All right, here on the post-game show, which is brought to you by the Eye Care Center, going to welcome in Creighton Morrish. And Creighton, first of all, congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
All right, take us through this game here against Pocahontas area, 60-32. Look like your guys' offensive flow working. Catsfi got going there. And then you had a nice solid game with 8 in the first half and then 9 in the second half.
Yeah, we had a lot of guys get going on offense, and I think we really played as a team offensively, and that's what we got to do every game.
I think offensively outstanding, but I think equally defense was fantastic tonight. Getting your hands on the ball, all players just kind of doing the extra effort.
Yep, that's what our team preaches every day, is working every extra hard on defense, especially on defense, because that's what's going to separate us in the future from different teams.
I would agree. A great total team effort here against a Pocahontas area team that record didn't look very good, but very competitive team, very good team.
Yep, every team we played this year has been competitive no matter the record, so that's what we got to look forward to every game, is just playing hard.
So you go to Sheldon last night, Pocahontas tonight, back-to-back tomorrow. Practice, and then what do you expect from West Lyon on Thursday?
I mean, I expect a lot of them, especially since we played them last year. They didn't lose many guys, so it should be tough, but I think we'll be all right.
Always a physical game, and you play somebody in the Siouxland or play anybody here in Northwest Iowa, it's always pretty good.
Yep.
So, Creighton, a fantastic game. Glad to see you back on the court here in the new year, and let's keep it rolling.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks. That is Creighton Morrish joining us here in the post-game show. Once again, brought to you by the Eye Care Center, Dr. Norland, Dr. Cornwall, as we look back, and we'll continue our conversations here with head coach Paul Brown. And Coach, congratulations, 60-32. You kind of pulled away there, especially in that third quarter.
Yeah, at halftime we came in, I believe the score was 30-17, something like that. So I was happy with how we played. I thought we had a couple different things that we could have done better. So we really preached, especially on the defensive end at halftime. We talked about how in the first half our defense, when we had great defense, it led to some easy offense for us. So we really preached that in the third quarter, and we came out, I think, at 2 points in the third quarter, something like that. So they did exactly what we asked them at halftime, came out, played extremely hard with a lot of effort, and that led to some easy baskets for us as well. Yeah, the defense in the third quarter throughout the game was fantastic, but the third quarter especially. I think Pocahontas was 0 for 9 in that third, and then your squad forced some turnovers, some traps when they got past midcourt. Fantastic defensive effort, 32 points to a good Pocahontas team. Yeah, and that's something that Creighton kind of hit on. We preach that every single day at practice. If we want to be a great team, we have to be a great defensive team. There's too many good teams in Northwest Iowa that we can't just rely on our offense. We have to be so solid on each side of the ball. Offensively, Vance tonight, Vance Katzvai, 25 points. Man, he was stroking it pretty good. Yeah, he was, and the best thing about him today is they were all good shots and in rhythm when he took them. Yesterday wasn't his best game out of the break. That's kind of as expected out of a break for a high school kid especially. Yeah, right. But really happy with how he played today. I didn't think he forced any shots. He let players create for him. He created for other players. Very, very active defensively. We continue to try to harp on him. You're not going to get your steals on ball. It's when you're in a gap. You're going to get tips there, and that's, I think he had 5 steals in the first quarter. So his defense led to his offense, and I was really happy with him tonight. And Creighton, we just talked to him, but a very, just an even game that you're going to get from him. A very balanced game, 8 and then 9 for 17, and just another solid night for Creighton. Yeah, I thought he played really well, and I think if you ask him, he probably would say he didn't play very well. He's a little upset with himself. Okay. Missed a couple shots early, and then, missed a couple alley-oop chances. I might have to teach him tomorrow, I guess. Show him how it's done. Yeah, lower the hoop a little bit. But he's so solid for us, and he just adds when, they're a team that likes to sit in a zone. When they do that, they can't against him. Yeah, the alley-oop was there a couple of times, and that would be exciting for him to finish. I think he will. Yeah, I think definitely. We'll get it. He'll get a couple other opportunities. Yeah, Brent Scott with some good alley-oop passes for sure. Yeah, definitely. Now you got tomorrow off, and kind of a weird week this week because no conference games this week. Very weird. Yeah, Sheldon and then Pocahontas, and then Thursday at West Lyon. That's a very physical West Lyon team. A lot of those guys played football, and they're back there on the basketball court, but they can also shoot too. So your thoughts on West Lyon? Yeah, we expect a dogfight. They're playing extremely well right now. They kind of lost a couple of their better players last year. So we thought they might be down a little bit, but we've seen their scores. We've seen some film. They beat a really good Central Lyon team last night by 4 points. But you hit the nail on the head. It's West Lyon. They're going to be big. They're going to be physical. They're going to play extremely tough on the defensive end, so we got to be ready to go for that. All right. Well, best of luck on Thursday. Congratulations on the win here tonight, and we'll see you down the road. Awesome. Thanks, Scott. All right. Thank you. That is Spirit Lake boys basketball coach Paul Brown. Thanks, Paul, joining us in the post-game show. And I'll bring Mitch back in for some final thoughts and some final numbers here. Spirit Lake, once again, Vance Katzvai, 25, Creighton Morrish, 17, Cale Amos with 9. Pretty good balance right there for Spirit Lake offensively.
Yeah, I think they moved the ball around very well at times, got some good looks, but again, it was just how well they were able to pick up the ball and just run with it. And I think they said very easily at times all the turnovers they created, they capitalized. And really just controlling the pace of how that game went, but also holding down an athletic Pocahontas area team to just 32 points. Obviously a big height disadvantage for them, but they still played their game very tough. They tried to penetrate at times, oftentimes when they got good luck and were just decisive and confident in their shots, they succeeded. But for Spirit Lake, they were just really too tough at times, and you really just got to hold your head pretty high, even only scoring around 60 points, they looked very solid.
Yeah, they did. Trey Ehlertz leads Pocahontas area with 13 tonight. Pretty good game for him. Pocahontas area drops to 1-5. Thursday, they are at Sioux Central. Friday, they're home to New Ofonda. Spear Lake, they improved to 9-0. And Thursday, they are at West Lyon to wrap up the week. Non-conference basketball this week for Spear Lake. So far, they're 2-0 on the week. West Lyon Thursday for that long road trip. So that's pretty much going to do it for our coverage tonight. Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. And Thursday, I'll see you in Emmitsburg for a good one.
That's right, Emmitsburg, Okoboji. Thursday, we'll have that for you here on Y100 and also on our live video feed at exploreokoboji.com. We look forward to featuring that. We have Spirit Lake Park Wrestling Thursday on KUOO with Storm Lake, and we also have Iowa basketball on Q102 with Maryland. So it's going to be a very busy night on Thursday night.
And very busy night, busy week ahead of us, and you can check that out anytime at exploreokoboji.com.
Mitch, thanks for all the hard work on the computer and the camera and the color commentary. You're doing 3 jobs in one tonight, so I appreciate that.
Well, hey, thanks, Scott. Made it easy for me.
All right. Well, thanks, Mitch. And a big thanks to Michael back in the studios as well. Always does a great job for us. All of our great sports sponsors. Tonight, the Spirit Lake boys beat the Pocahontas area boys. We had the score 60-32 as Spirit Lake improves to 9-0. Our sports schedule, like Mitch said, can be found at exploreokoboji.com. I'm Scott Nolte from Spirit Lake High School. Have a great night.